Good morning, dear students. I, Mr. Radheshyam Singh, physics teacher. I am going to teach you Coulomb's law in a vector form. Coulomb's law in a vector form. Let us consider two charges Q1 and Q2 separated each other at distance r. Then we have required to know the vector distance from charge Q1 to Q2 and Q2 to Q1. Then the vector distance from Q2 to Q1 will be R12 and the vector distance from Q1 to Q2 will be R21. Now Coulombian force acting on charge Q2 due to charge Q1 will be F21 is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 Q2 by R square unit vector R12. You know unit vector? Unit vector is that vector whose magnitude is 1. Then the unit vector R12 is equal to vector R12 by R. Similarly, the Coulombian force acts on charge Q1 due to charge Q2. F12 is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 Q2 by R square unit vector R21. Similarly, the unit vector R21 will be vector R21 by R. Now, you are seeing R12 and R21 both are opposite to each other. Both are opposite direction. So, vector R12 is equal to minus vector R21. If these two vector distance we want to put in that two different forces F12 and F12 and F12 and F21, then these two forces will be equal to each other. So we can tell the Coulomb's law have two important in a vector form. The vector form of Coulomb's law gives the following addition information. First, as R21 is equal to minus R12, therefore F21 is equal to minus F12. This means that the two charges exert equal and opposite force on each other. So, Coulombian force obey Newton's third law. Second, as the Coulombian force acts along F12 or F21 such that along the line joining the centers, the two charges, so they are central forces.